Democratic Alliance, Mmusi Maimane. Mmusi, thanks very much for joining us. Just firstly, your take on the overall speech made by the President.
I thought the President failed to deliver a plan for jobs for South Africans. I thought if you were one of the 8.3 million South Africans who are without work, you'd walk out tonight without any concise plan. He certainly didn't announce any decisive plans around budget cuts. The President mentioned the fact that he wants to cut travel, he wants to cut food. Those are not substantive. If we want to change this economy around, we need to take bold decisions, and I thought the speech lacked any plan to address the issues of the economy. Furthermore, I thought that there was no real direct mention on issues of basic educations. I think the fact of the matter is that we've seen a decline in the quality of the pass rate. So overall, this was a speech about repeating old plans without anything new substantively to change the fortunes of the people of this country.
What would you have liked to hear him say, though? Because you're saying there's no overall plan. What are some of the key issues that you would have liked him to have said?
The massive budget cut, an item, would have been to downsize the size of cabinet. Make it half of it, you'd say 4.2 billion rands. Immediately you would put that stimulus into higher education learning for South Africans. I think on basic services, the President's pretty much lamented to heard that in Marabastad there are problems. He should have been more bolder about saying we need to ensure that basic services are delivered. On police, we keep talking about back to basics. We need safety. We need to fill the vacancies of police that are not there. On jobs, I think that he hasn't mentioned the drought. The reality of the matter is that many more South Africans are facing a drought. Should have announced it as a national disaster plan and put a plan on the table. On many of the economic plans about manufacturing and ensuring that manufacturing gets the appropriate stimulus that it requires to ensure that we create the requisite jobs. I think it was more of the same, nothing new, and no hope for South Africans.
All right, Mmusi Maimane, thanks very much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. That was Mmusi Maimane. Let me now cross you to my colleague, Umanelisi Dubase, that's standing by.